Då önskar jag er god morgon igen. Jag sitter här och ska öppna min festis som vanligt. Min sista Caprizan jag har. Välkommen tillbaka till Irosekai. Det är en ny dag idag. Dagen efter igår. Dagen efter förra avsnittet. Å andra sidan så är det väl måndag när det här kommer ut. Tror jag det blir. Så att nu har det gått 3 dagar sedan förra avsnittet. I alla fall, vi avslutar alltid på cliffhangers av någon anledning. Jag vet inte riktigt varför. Det är bara det att spelet gillar att göra cliffhangers när det är så här sen transition. Så det blir alltid lite... Men det är bra, för då blir man sugen på att komma tillbaka. Så jag känner liksom att jag vill veta vad han säger över. Det kan vara precis vad som helst. Jag har faktiskt ingen aning vad han säger. Med tanke på den här settingen så har jag ingen aning vad han säger över. Vi hoppar bara rätt in när det fortsätter, får vi se. Okay. I walk by my now empty classroom, softly lit by the orange-red light of the setting sun. Inside is one single person, the transfer student who joined our class today. Okay. Det kan bli intressant. Jag tänkte det igår när jag avslutade och gick till jobbet att det kommer nog vara en till scen, ganska seriös scen, och sen kommer vi nog till nästa chapter. För chapterna är inte jättelånga i den här versionen. Jag menar, vi har varit i den här chaptern nu ganska länge ändå. Eller ja. Jag menar, här är det liksom så här 2 prologer, 3 på den, 3 på den, 4 på den. Nu är vi liksom snart inne här också, så det kommer nog bli en ny chapter ganska snart. Den här låten känner jag inte igen heller. Så det är ganska nice. Jag gillar den här låten. The boy, Ichinose Ayume, is sitting calmly in his seat, reading through one of his newly acquired textbooks. I made observation this morning, but I purposely avoided giving it too much thought. He really is a guy, right? Va? Now that I have the chance to inspect him carefully, I can't help but take note of his feminine appearance. Jag trodde först att det fanns en liten chans att det där skulle vara Kana, bara att hon har liksom ändrat utseende. Eller någonting. Men jag vet inte. Nej. If he put on a girl's uniform, I wholeheartedly believe he could fool anyone. It's actually quite interesting. Well, who cares? I have things to do. Just you? I casually call out to him as I make my way to my desk. Hello? Can you hear me? Nej, inte direkt. He replies quietly and indifferently. Så jag ska sluta skriva här också. Well, I kind of have to be. We're the only ones here. After issuing that reply to me, his face forms this puzzling expression. I can't tell if he's ruminating about something or simply staring off into space. He's giving off such a queer vibe. It makes you question if there are even thoughts going through his head right now. But I digress. Hey. I sit down in my own seat, right next to his. Can I ask you a question? He slowly closes his textbook, as his eyes then shift to me. They seem somewhat empty. It makes me ask myself, where is he even looking? But of course I can't say that to him. Oh, I was just wondering, you didn't happen to see Mio walk by, did you? Det var faktiskt ganska sorgligt hur det avslutades förra avsnittet. Det var ganska sorgligt faktiskt. Sådana saker kan göra mig ledsen. Yeah, the girl in the seat diagonally to the left from mine. Jag blir inte jättelätt ledsen över när jag liksom spelar sånt här eller kollar på något anime eller något sånt där, men sådana saker kan göra mig ganska upprörd. Så det som hände var ju... Jag vet inte hur man ska förklara det. Hon hade gjort mat, hon hade gjort liksom lunch åt oss. Och sen så bara kom han upp, blev upprörd och hon tappade den där. Och så hittade han den, så sitter den där och äter den för sig själv. Det var inte en bra förklaring, men... Sånt kan jag göra mig ledsen när personer ändå liksom lägger ner tid på någonting och sen så går det åt helvete. Sen så var det inte en jätteseriös scen heller, men... hela den biten kändes ändå ganska seriös. Yeah, that's her. All right. Guess I must have missed her. That sucks. Kan du säga något mer än ett par ord så jag kan dricka någonting emellan? I was just asking because some things happened and I ended up with her lunch boxes, but I think she's been avoiding me since lunch break. I shat around, telling him in detail after detail that he never asked to hear. I just didn't want to deal with that awkward silence. So I never really got the opportunity to give them back, like I wanted to. But it was kind of hard for me to, if you know what I mean. I was really hoping to catch her before she went home, but oh well. Oh well. Oj. Double tappa. Oh, doesn't sound good. Yeah. Weirdo. Why are you so awkward? It could be worse, I guess. Good conversation. Our conversation then hits a dead end. Fan. He reopens his textbook and starts reading again. Flap, flap. The single sound in this room is the sound of pages flipping. Is that a tacked statement and that he doesn't want me bothering him anymore? Or is he just antisocial? I can't honestly tell. I could just get up and leave, but I don't really want to do that. I'm not trying to befriend him out of some magnanimous altruistic desire or anything. Magnanimous? Hey, I'll try striking up a conversation once more. Can I ask you one more question? Maybe I just, for some reason, don't want to leave him here all by his lonesome. Maybe that's what compels me to stay here. He consequentiously closes his textbook, sets it atop his desk, then looks at me. I was just kind of curious. You seem pretty interested in that textbook there. Is it fun to read? Does it have a lot of words? It doesn't seem to me like a textbook would be. Very. Oh, I hate school. Everything is boring. Det finns ganska intressanta saker som man lär sig i skolan också, eller hur? Jag skulle säga det i alla fall. Well, didn't expect that. Nerd. Nerd. Oh, really? That's great and all. But if you're having fun, then why not show it a bit more in your face? Yeah, I don't mean to be a nag, but I feel like you won't make many friends if your face is all stiff and serious like that all the time. Naturally, I can't tell him the actual reason. I suggested that he'd look awfully cute if he was a bit more expressive. Regardless of his appearance, he's a boy. And I don't know, hur vet du det? And I don't know what he himself thinks of his feminine appearance. He might be very self-conscious about it for all I know. I might be the only one thinking about it. Jag förstår vart han kommer ifrån, men samtidigt... Jag vet inte, det är intressant för att om man går tillbaka i tiden till typ så här tidigt 00, typ så här runt 2005 där kanske, skulle du ta bort håret på alla anime-karaktärer så skulle de se exakt likadana ut. Vilket är ganska intressant. Så det är det mest håret som gör det när det kommer till anime. Ja, han ser lite feminin ut. Absolut. All I'm saying is act like you're enjoying yourself if you are. It'll go a long way toward helping you make friends. Wanna go and do some guy stuff? Guy stuff. Oh. Wanna go break something? I was thinking he would go back to reading now, but he betrays my expectations with what he does next. Han gör det här leende, den över Kingdom Hearts. När de ska smile med Goofy och Sora. Och Donald, obviously. He consults me for help. I suppose this means I've caught his interest. Yeah, I definitely think there is.
だとしたら、それはどんな顔なんだろう。
Let me think. You could smile more, maybe. I think that will make you seem more approachable.
笑顔。笑う？
Det här är typ en av de mest intressanta karaktärerna hittills, helt ärligt. Eller ja, okej, det är inte riktigt sant, men typ. Jag vet inte. Jag gillar också den här low-key viben som vi har just nu. Det är ganska chill vibe här. Det finns andra intressanta karaktärer också. Oj. Mio är intressant bara för att hon är hon liksom. Kan är intressant. Kan är ganska jobbig, men jag är fortfarande intresserad av att veta varför hon försökte ta livet av sig. Så hon är intressant på det sättet. Men annars är hon ganska jobbig, eller hur? You may not be aware of it, but you have a pretty good looking face. Men jag tror det är halva grejen att hon ska vara jobbig också. Så att... I say that as a straight man, I think. So if you're just a teensy bit more expressive with your emotions, I think you have no problem making friends.
So?
Yeah, maybe, if you're lucky, you even snag yourself a girlfriend. Or boyfriend, if that's what you're into. He continues to stare at the blackboard, showing no change in facial expression whatsoever. Hello, can you hear me? I'm a really smart man, I'm God, actually. Haven't you heard? It reminds me, as strange as it sounds, of a cat blankly staring at the wall.
やっぱり会話っていうのは難しいな。
Nej, det kan vara väldigt svårt ibland, absolut. Huh? What was that? Didn't hear you over here. I'm busy making popcorn. Pop, pop. He abruptly stands up from his seat and carefully stows away his textbooks, notebooks, and other school supplies in his book bag. Nerd.
加納上優馬、君は帰らないの？
Bra fråga. I am. But why are you calling me by my full name, you weirdo?
別になんとなく意味はないんだ。
I will excuse you.
もう帰るよ。
Huh? Oh, okay.
それじゃあ。
Ja, hej då. He walks towards the door. Sit there, absently watching him as I leave. I sit there. Jag såg inte det hit, för det är precis på den där stången. Huh? Did I strike a nerve, maybe? I posed my thoughts to Shinku. Or maybe he was just in a bad mood today.
さあ、どうだろう。転校してきたばかりで不安なんじゃないか？新しい環境では誰でもナイーブになるもんだよ。
Jag får jättekonstiga känslor när jag hör den här låten, för att jag vet att den här låten har varit med i versionen förut vid något tillfälle, men jag får världens déjà vu-känslor ändå, som att jag har hört den här låten från ett annat spel. Men jag tror inte jag har gjort det. Jag tror bara att vi har nog hört den en gång tidigare. Det blir några så här konstiga känslor. Ja, du dig?
そういうものだよ。だから私はあまり気にすることもないだろうと思うけどな。彼のことは。
What if I did say something to offend him? It's kind of bugging me. I would feel really bad if I did.
あまりそういうことを気にするなって。心配したって何も始まらない。そうだな。どうしても心配に思うのなら、また明日取り戻せばいいじゃないか。
Tomorrow?
そう。また明日だ。別にあの転校生はどこかへ逃げたりしないんだから。明日になったら霞のように消えちゃってるのか？そうじゃないだろう。
Yeah, you have a point there. I sling my bag over my shoulder and get up. Guess I better get going too. Here's hoping I get an opportunity to talk to him tomorrow.
どうしてユーマはそんなにあの転校生のことを気にしてるんだ？
Beats me. It eludes even me. Beats me. It eludes even me. I don't know what to think. Det är som att han sa samma sak 2 gånger, jag vet inte. It's not like I can't get him out of my mind or anything, per se. But it's weird. I just feel like I need to be his friend.
そうか。
Friend, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's basically all there is to it. Basically. I can hear the faint sound of the brass band echoing throughout the empty evening halls.
そうか。
Helt plötsligt så befinner vi oss i
そうだったんだ。
Persona 4. What's up?
やっと思い出したよ。
Jag såg en anime av något
Så
brass
gör
band någon
Kotoka.
gång som var väldigt bra. Jag minns inte vad den heter. Nej, det är inte den ni tänker på. Det är liksom, jag tror att, vad fan, vilken är det? Det finns en som är väldigt populär som kommer upp och det var inte den. What do you remember?
私があの転校生に感じていた違和感というか、騎士官の正体をだよ。
Really?
ああ、多分間違いないと思うけど、あの子はユーマ。
Say what?
私と会ったばかりの頃の子供の頃のお前にだ。
I stop right where I stand. He and I.
ちょっとだけ、本当にちょっとだけだけど。
Nej, inte än i alla fall. Inte tills det kommer som en plot twist senare att det... What exactly about us is similar?
私と会った頃のユーマは記憶がなかっ
Och
た。
han har inte det då, eller? Vad menar du? Yeah. And I still have no memories prior to that day.
あの頃のユーマは私が何を話しても質問してもどこか上の空といったような具合だったんだ。
I used to be that spacey.
そうだよ。何か急激な変化に、あるいは新しい環境に戸惑っているような、そんな感じだったんだよ。覚えてないか？
I can't seem to remember it all that well. Maybe because it's something about myself.
そうか。だけどまあ、夏目鈴のおかげで幾分かマシになったけどな。今のユーマは。
You think?
そうさ。
So, a sense of kinship. Well, maybe I'm seeing my own faults in him, which make me project myself onto him. That might be the reason behind my old attachment to that transfer student. But for now, time to go home. It's the kind of question where racking my brains over it will do me no good. I'll only end up going in circles, so with that in mind I push those thoughts aside and prepare to leave. I pull open the classroom door and exit into the hallway. And there she stood. An angel, dressed in white. Vad händer nu då?
先週空に放った式が一匹帰ってこないんだ。
Det här återigen, varför känns det som alltid som att det är flashbacks? Eller är det här en dröm, eller vad är det? I was walking home with Kana and decided to swing by the dorm. Immediately upon entering, the manager approached me with a troubled frown on his face. Jag är mer troubled över att det liksom är den här konstiga framen här, jag fattar inte.
どうやらどこか別の世界に紛れ込んでしまったらしい。悪いが探しに行ってはくれないか。
Hur ska jag hitta den världen då? Of course not. I answered him. I didn't even need to give it a thought. I will gladly help him with anything, anytime, unquestioningly. No favor is too much trouble to ask
ご
for.
めんな。ちょっと今僕は手が離せなくてね。
Wearing that peculiar smile on face, completely void of any guilt or reservation. He then passed me an empty lantern and a folded scrap of
帰らな
paper.
い式を探すためもう一度式を飛ばしたんだ。
Jag tänkte säga det, att jag är glad att den här version novelen inte har... Att den inte utspelar sig så mycket i liksom den här skolmiljön som många andra gör. Men när jag tänker efter, jag tror inte att Hoshisora no Memoria gjorde det heller. Jag tror att den var ganska mycket utanför skolan. Det var ju väldigt mycket liksom astronomy club, vilket på sätt och vis är i skolan, men det var ju liksom inte alla de här skolmiljöerna som man annars är van vid. Men jag vet inte.
迷子の式のありかを見つけ帰ってきた。その式が教えてくれた迷子の式の行方はここに書いてある。それではよろしく頼んだよ。
I descend down the stairway leading to the basement so that I can enter through the gate and travel to the parallel world that I need to go to. I go down the staircase. I head down the staircase so I can arrive at the place I want to be. Jag vet inte, han beskriver saker så konstigt ibland. Det är liksom så här. För att komma till nedervåningen måste jag gå ner för trappan. Men jag vill inte vara där. Så jag gick upp igen. Och för att gå upp så gick jag upp för trappan. Alltså, jag beskriver saker så konstigt. You don't have to accompany me if you don't want to, okay? I'm not forcing you. Ja, det har gått några timmar nu, eller vadå? Kinda tags along behind me, now in their maid outfit, but no less peeved. Alltså varför använder de ordet peeved hela tiden? Det är typ deras favoritord. Vi är på vadå, avsnitt 16. Jag tror vi använder det där ordet typ en gång per avsnitt nu. There's something on my face. Sorry. Det är sånt där som är liksom ett genuint problem ibland. För att om du skriver böcker, om du återupprepar det för mycket så kommer det sticka ut på ett ganska negativt sätt. Än så länge så bryr jag mig inte. Det är mer liksom bara så här noterbart att det är lite intressant att de använder det ordet hela tiden. Men det kan lätt bli oseriöst om det liksom man upprepar sig för mycket. Det är en sån där ganska vanligt misstag som man måste tänka på om man skriver. She undid the pigtails, I see. That must be the arrangement she decided upon. Maid outfit, she keeps her hair straight. Uniform, she braids them into pigtails. For a flash of a second I feel disappointed. And that's when I realized that I thought she looked kind of cute in pigtails. And now that I'm aware of that, I feel awfully embarrassed. Yeah, I won't. Gott. No, nothing of the sort. She seems a little grumpy. The tone she spoke in was much lower than her usual one. Say, Kana. Look, I know you probably don't want me to ask, but I have to. Are you still upset over what I said on the rooftop at school? Oh. Drama! Hon låter jättetäppt också. Hon har alltid låtit så här täppt. Well, you sure don't hide your feelings. Hennes voice actor kan bara få till den här rösten om hon håller för näsan. Use your brain. How did you even arrive at that conclusion? Mio's just a friend of mine. We go way back. As those words leave my mouth, I sense a feeling of guilt slowly creeping up inside of me. I don't know why, but I feel like I've committed some sort of affront against Mio. Ja, jag tycker synd om henne, faktiskt. She's my childhood friend. Not my girlfriend, not my crush. She's a friend. Plain and simple. End of story. Jag vill nästan liksom så här köra hennes route först bara för jag tycker synd om henne. Just might what? Here comes the tears. Look, please, just please spare me the tears. Crying. Yeah, I know, you aren't crying. I slowly exhale. Actually, didn't you say you weren't gonna talk to me anymore today? Exakt. I see. I literally just told you that we're only childhood friends. How many times do I need to repeat myself for you to understand that? No, I'm not. She seizes my shirt sleeve, then mutters. I heave a sigh, then turn around to face her. Why are you that bothered by Mio? She purses her lips, refusing to meet my gaze. Go on. Är de verkligen det dock? Kanske. That's not true. I fret over whether or not she hates my guts on what seems like a daily basis. That's really close. Hardly. To me, all she is my childhood friend. I go back with her longer than other people. That's all there is to it. So if we appear a little comfortable around each other, that's probably why.
です卑怯です
Why is it not fair?
私だってユマさんと小さい頃から一緒にいられれば
Och nu är det väldigt konstiga bandet till våra karaktärer, vilket är lite off-putting. We arrive at the basement.
あ、それはそうと泣き虫な狐の子に会うのもちょっと久しぶりな気がします
Du har träffat henne en gång, du kan inte säga att hon cries all the time. She suddenly remarks in a gleeful tone, as if she's trying to shift gears and lighten up. Oh, I forgot to tell you. We aren't off to that place today, so yeah, sorry, but you won't be able to see her. As I inform her, I set the wall clock's handle to exactly 2 o'clock, rather than the usual 2 o'clock 45 minutes. Dong ding dong. The air reverberates twice as the clock bell sounds.
いつもと違う場所ですか
Yeah.
それは怖いところですか
I wouldn't say it's scary per se, just a little more spacious and open.
面積が広い
Yeah, so try not to stray away from me.
はい、了解です
She seizes my arm. What?
そばを離れません
Fine, I guess. I swing open the door. The painfully bright sunlight here causes my eyes to squint almost immediately. Oh, we're off to Greece.
ここは
The basement door had connected us to a vacant house at a certain street corner. Come on, let's get a move on. I'd rather not stay here any longer than we have to. Much unlike the merchant town, which is reached by setting the clocks to 2 o'clock 45 minutes, this place is a time-worn port town that has a calm, idyllic ambience. It's the kind of town that makes you picture a laid-back scene of 2 old ladies sitting at an open-air cafe, idling away their time while boasting to each other about how big their grandchildren are getting with wrinkled smiles on their aged faces.
私たちが住むのも港町ですが雰囲気が全然違う
It's an old town where every single aspect about it seems antique in some way, the kind you'd expect to appear in some foreign retro movie. We walk down the stone-paved road side by side. Many tiny fishing boats sit anchored to the dock, gently rocking from the force of the waves.
でもなんだか不思議な場所ですね
Oh, you think it is?
はいだって美味しそうな果物とかいろいろと小物を売ってい
Delicious
る
looking
市場とか
fruits!
コーヒーショップとか魚屋さんとかそこはかとなく生活の匂いを感じるのに
Her eyes wander around anxiously.
どうしてこの町
She tilts her head in puzzlement. We have yet to pass by a single person since arriving. We haven't even seen someone, an eerily silent, uninhabited town. Not even the sound of nature can be heard.
こんなにも生活感にあふれているというのに町の人はどこへ行ってしまったんですか
No, they're still here. I'll take up my cell phone and switch it to video recording mode before handing it to Kana. Look at the town for this. You'll be surprised at what you see.
面白いもの
She cocks her head questioningly, then looks down at the screen of the cell phone that I passed her. A bit of a random, irrelevant thought, but Kana doesn't own a cell phone, come to think of it.
別にどうということはあります
I said check out the town. Of course you won't see anything if you just direct the camera to your feet. Hold it out in front of you and look what you see.
こうですか
She does as I instructed her and directs the camera frontward. Upon doing so, the screen displays exactly what I was wanting to show her. Almost immediately her mouth opens in surprise and she starts looking up and down, comparing what she sees through the screen with what she sees in the exact same spot with her naked eye. See? The townspeople are all there, just like I told you.
人がいっぱいいますけど
The screen Kana has positioned in front of her is displaying the streets of this town, congested with people walking to and fro. A bustling marketplace, and old ladies sitting at a sidewalk cafe. The speakers of the phone blare nothing but silence, yet looking at the scene displayed on the screen, you can almost somewhat hear the hurly-burly.
の
Yeah?
これはどんないたずらですか
Prank. Oh, it's no prank.
だけど街には確かに誰もいないのにそれなのにどうしてこの画面にはこんなにたくさんの人が映ってるんですか
Ja, okej. Du kanske borde bara... Jag hade bara köpt det, men den här världen verkar redan skum som den är, så Did you tamper with this phone in some way? She asks questioningly. Her eyes still glued on the screen. No, I didn't do anything to it. The people living in this town are a little special, you see.
町に住む人が特殊?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you why, but outsiders like us can't see them through our eyes. We need to use something like a camera as an intermediary. And even weirder, look, we can't touch them, nor hear their voices. Kan de se oss eller? They're basically no different than ghosts to us. I reach my hand out toward the back of a pedestrian passing by us on the phone screen. We can't interact with them whatsoever, and likewise, they don't register us either. For example, they can't hear me talking right now.
それじゃあ
Her face turns pale.
ここは幽霊がいっぱいの町なんですか?
Not really. I guess I might not have explained it well enough. Yes, we can't directly see them or touch them, but they're not ghosts. They feel hunger and eat food, and they also need sleep to function. When their body— oh, I watch them sleep all the time. When their bodies ultimately give out, they die too. They're all living people, just like you and me. I hear a light engine rumbling noise start to come from one of the white fishing boats anchored to the dock. A few seconds later, it cruises off toward the ocean, emitting a trail of black smoke in its wake. In our eyes, the boat appeared to have started and operated itself, completely unmanned.
おかしなところですね.
Kana lets out a quiet gasp of awe as she watches the boat through her phone screen grow fainter and fainter.
世界にはいろいろなところが
Men det här är alltid så himla konstigt, för det är så här, och de har fortfarande kläder på sig, men de kan vi inte se då, antar jag. Men vart någonstans går då gränsen? Kan vi liksom se att de sitter och dricker kaffe till flygande tekoppar och grejer? För då borde vi ju se det. Looking through that screen, one can see a burly boatman with a massive beard at the wheel. On that note, I need to caution you about something. Whatever you do not touch any of the things in this town. Since they can't see us, it'll look like whatever you touched moved on its own, and it'll cause a huge commotion.
大騒ぎ. 人には触れられないのに物には触れられちゃうんですか?
Men om de har någonting i fickan då? Liksom om de har det som väldigt skumt. För han rörde ju precis som en person och bara, de märker inte det. And from their perspective, we're the ghosts, so yeah, you get the idea. Det låter ganska kul ändå.
なるほど。ポルターガイストみたいな感じですか。それは確かに驚きますよね。
Yeah, and I really don't want to pointlessly frighten the people here by accidentally touching something, which is why I want to make our stay here as short as possible. From time to time though, you do actually find some among them who can perceive us. They're kind of like psychics, you could say. Det låter ganska intressant. Jag skulle vilja besöka en sån stad där ingen kan se en. Men man kan fortfarande liksom så här agera spöke. Det hade varit ganska kul. Det var sa han. And I'd also rather not run into one of them. It would cause turmoil. Well, maybe. Alright, let's get this done with. I take out the scrap of paper I'd received from Shigeru-san and unfold it. Let's see. Letters of ink that denote the whereabouts of the seekling we're looking for are spelled out on it. So it's in a cage that's hung up at the shop front of a music store, which is located nearby the clock tower at the town center.
何ですかその紙は?
Shigeru-san's seekling, in letter form. It depicts the place where we'll find what we're looking for. According to the explanation written on this paper, the shopkeeper of said music store happened to spot the lost seekling and thought it looked rather curious, so he caught it.
見た目が光る蝶々でしたもんね。それは確かに珍しいですね。
Well, apparently he's trying to sell the thing off by today, so we don't have time to waste.
その紙には探し物について。
It's kind of difficult to explain. If you absolutely need to know, you'd be best off asking Shigeru-san when we get back. I'm pretty sure you'll have a much easier time understanding his explanation of it than mine. The two of us make off toward the center of the town, while exercising extreme care not to accidentally touch something and make it move. We now arrived at the place where the clock tower stands tall.
ありました。楽器屋さんです。玄関先にカゴも吊るしてある。
Yeah, give me a second or two. I opened the empty lantern I brought along and lured the captured seekling inside. Alright, our business here is done. We should hurry back to the dorm. Shigeru-san's waiting.
はいわかりましたなあユーマ
Suddenly I hear Shinku call out to me.
私思ったんだけど
Ja, det här är någon slags metafor för att the butterfly effect. Which would be what exactly?
そういえばユーマは最近とは言ってもここ 2,3 日の話だけど
Okej, vad är din poäng?
一人で
What do you mean?
以前は毎日のように見る夢の光景を探してユーマはいろいろな世界
Yeah. I visualized the scenery from my dream. Feathers falling down from the sky. A voice calling to me. Please, I beg of you, save us. Förut var det väl save me, men we will forever be here waiting for you. The gentle sea breeze blows against me. Feathers dance their descent. Wind turbines along the mountain top rotate. This parallel world bears a close resemblance to the town we live in. Kasatsugahama. It is quite distinctly different. Well, that's just because I always thought the dream might lead me to my lost memories.
だからユーマは夢の映像と同じ街あるいは世界を探して地下室からたくさんの世界に行った
But I never found any place that resembled what I saw in my dream. No matter how many words I searched, it was always a vain effort. Also, I'm not sure if I'm just imagining this, but I feel like the frequency in which I'm seeing that dream has been decreasing as of late. Perhaps my fixation on it has also waned the result. Well, at least that's the conclusion I've arrived at after examining my conscience.
だからもう諦めるのか夢の正体とユーマがどうしても思い出せない自分の過去
No, I won't. I definitely won't give up. I want to know who I am. I don't want my identity to remain shrouded in mystery forever. It's just... how do I put it?
だけど
It's just... there's something else I have to give priority to now.
それを
I shouldn't have to explicitly spell it out. You know better than anyone what it is, Shinku. What I'm thinking of is Shinku's wish. Falling in love... jag sa det innan jag ens läste det där. Okej.
何か言いましたかユーマさん
Sorry. I smile lightly. I was talking to myself. And as for my own wish, I still don't know what it is. It's lost somewhere within the depths of my forgotten memories. Falling in love. Yuma here. We're back. Okej, vi ska ta och runda av här. Det känns som att det där var lite... fanns inte jättemycket poäng med att åka dit. Det känns inte som, men det kanske händer någonting här efter. Vi får se. Vi får se. We're in Greece now. Intressant nonetheless. Det är alltid kul att sitta här. Det verkar varit ganska chill avsnitt ändå. Jag vill tacka så mycket för att ni har kollat, så hörs vi nästa gång. Tills dess får ni ta hand om er och ha det bra. Tack, hej.